Students, this is the first video of the chapter Weavers, Iron Smelters and Factory Owners. And in this particular chapter, we'll try to understand that what was the role of weavers, iron smelters during the British period and how our weaving sector got affected by the British policies. So let us discuss this topic in detail. When East India Company came to India to trade in Indian goods, slowly it occupied our nation and the pattern of trade changed over the decades. We need to understand very clearly that it was because of British policy we lost our trade, we lost our traditional trade, and when the Britishers came through the East India Company, they established British rule in India, and thereafter we became importer from the exporter. In the late 19th century, the company was buying goods in India and exporting them to England and Europe, and this is how they were earning the profit. They were purchasing or exporting the products from India to other parts of Europe. And during this period, there was a great industrial revolution all over the world, including the Britain. And because of that, there was a tremendous growth in textile as well as iron and steel industry. We need to understand also that in India, cotton products or cotton textile were made up of hand, but in Britain, mainly machine goods products were manufactured. Similarly, in the field of iron and steel industry, Britishers were ahead because they established machines, and here they started viewing India as an important market for their industrial products. Soon, goods manufactured in Britain began to flood India, and India became the huge market. So, India was a country that was exporting the clothes and other materials to other parts of the world. Under the British policy or under the Britishers, India became importer. It became merely a market. So, this is how our traditional craftsperson and artisans lost their job. So, let us discuss what was the pattern of Indian textile and how the world was connected to India before the Britishers or before the British period. We need to understand here that India was the world's largest producer of cotton textile before the British conquered Bengal. India was world's largest producer of cotton textile. Indian textile were in great demand, were in huge demand all over the world because of its fine quality. And people were coming all across the world, like people were coming from Java, Sumatra, Western Central Asia. But with the advent or with the coming of the British East India Company, they started purchasing our clothes and they started selling it to the European market. We need to understand here, still at the time Indian weavers were weaving their clothes and they were weaving their clothes for the Britishers. In 1730, the English East India Company ordered 5,89,000 pieces of clothes of 98 varieties of cotton and silk clothes. We can understand that when the Britishers came here, we were very advanced in the field of making of cotton textile, and that is why they were very influenced, and they ordered for more than 5 lakh pieces or around 6 lakh pieces of varieties of cotton textile. The varieties of textiles were produced during that time can be enumerated as below, like Chint was there, Mandana was there, Kosis was there, Kasim Bazar, Patan was there. So Chint and Mandana were the most famous type of textile that was produced. The Indian textile became very popular in many European countries. This made wool and silk markets in England protest against the import of Indian cotton textile. We need to understand here that once the Indian textile entered their market, many businessmen who were doing business there, they became worried, and that is why they asked to increase the import duty on the border so that our goods could not enter their market. Finally, in 1720, the British government banned the use of printed cotton textile in England, and by the passing, the law was there that banned this. This law was known as Calico Act. And here at the time, textile industry was in the beginning. So this is how Indian textile export to Britain was stopped for some time. The English textile producers found it difficult to compete with the Indian textile because of its finest quality, Hence, they prevented the entry of Indian textile into the England. So there was only way out to increase the import duty, or it was done through Calico Act. The English textile producers started printing Indian design on white muslin or plain unbleached Indian clothes. We need to understand over the time, Indian textile producers also started printing Indian designs, and they wanted to get rid of the competition from the Indian textile in the European market. That is why they invented many new machines, and this is how cheap clothes were manufactured. And situation changed after the invention of spinning jenny, that was invented by Johann K. And this is how the productivity of clothes was increased. You can see here the spinning jenny machine is here, and the spinning machine is a multi-spool spinning wheel, and this is how it increased the production of cotton textile. So this is all about in this video. Thank you so much.